I don't need my wallet to go up on stage. All right. I do need some music. For me, I have the gift of gab. So it's to make a point, move on, make a point, move on. Stick to my script. I don't have professional speaking skills yet, so I've never taken a course on how to masterfully control the stage. So for today, it's sticking to my notes. And I find that great speakers, their wells are full. So when the well is full, great water comes out. So I'm gonna stick to my points. I'm gonna help these guys avoid some of the biggest, most painful lessons I've made in building my business over the years. So some embarrassing stuff and some lessons that I'm grateful for because I get to share them with my students. I listen to elevation worship because the music just inspires me. You know, focus on transforming people's hearts and not just giving them knowledge, but to really speak to their heart, to get them to want to move, to get them to want to change, and get them to realize they can't stay where they're at.
Pray that as Vince goes to speak, Lord, that you will help him to feel your presence and feel your peace. Help him, Lord, to speak with clarity. God, just help him to deliver his message. So we pray, God, for your peace and your guidance. And we thank you so much for your power. We thank you so much for this opportunity. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
So learning how to give Vince some space when he needs it. He needs to get into the zone, so I don't want to just be bombarding with, questions. And always encouraging him when he's kind of like to shut up and just kind of be by myself. But yeah, also wanting to be there for him to support him and know that I'm there if he ever needs anything.
Yeah, does it ever make you ever get nervous or anything?
I get nervous for him. I'm nervous right now for him. But I don't get to listen to him, so I'm super excited because I haven't seen him talk for such a long time. It feels like where I'm usually with the kids, so I'm excited.
I'll be up on that stage soon.
And I'm excited to have him on stage. I've known Vince, as you guys know the story now. We met at the gym, at an event, and as you guys know, he helps skinny guys build muscle. And he's just done an amazing job for the past 13, 14 years. The cool thing about Vince is that, he's gone through trials and tribulations. He's had a lot of haters, a lot of lovers. He has one lover, Flavia, one lover. Fans, haters, the way it goes online. What Vince is going to talk about today is some of the hard lessons he's had to learn on his journey. And I'm super pumped to have Mr. Vince Monte join us. Welcome, buddy.
I'm so inspired by this guy. I wanted to do live events and he jumped on it before me. And that's what happens when you get around other guys moving in the same direction. Iron sharpens iron. So I'm just so excited to be here. I'm so excited that you're setting an intense pace, right? Competition is your friend because they pull you along to a better time. All right, time to get rocking. I want to give you guys a higher level perspective on hard lessons. One of my father's personal friends taught me early on that life is God's best teacher. How many people have to learn the hard way? How many people have to learn the hard way? I have to learn the hard way. I have to feel pain before I actually get it. So when I'm in the fight, I'm embracing that because I can't fight bigger battles if I can't win smaller battles. So I embrace the hurt because it's making me stronger. All right, guys, hard lesson number one, getting paralyzed by the idea fairy. You guys know what the idea fairy is? One idea after another. So in 2010, my online business was dedicated to helping skinny guys. I was building a name for the guy who helps skinny guys. And I had no-nonsense muscle building out for a couple years, over 100,000 sales, 118 countries. And the idea fairy struck me. Let's go make a fat loss product. I've been skinny my whole life, but I decided to make a fat loss product to go grab some cash from the fat loss market. So I put this fat loss product out, and it did well. It actually did well. But I confused the marketplace. a lot of people started asking, I don't get it. I thought you're the skinny guy savior. Why do you have a fat loss product? So I was starting to go wide instead of going deep. You guys have heard that saying? A lot of people spread themselves thin. They go a mile wide and then an inch deep. You guys want to go a mile deep and an inch wide. A huge difference. So where does this come from? What is the culprits of this? One, it comes from confusing activity with productivity. The way I like to describe this is a lot of us, including myself, we get caught up looking for pennies. And we're looking, oh, there's a penny. Ooh, a nickel too. Wow. And oh, there's a dime. And you're down here looking for pennies. And guess what happens when you're looking for pennies down here? All the dollar bills are flying over your head. Because you're confusing productivity with activity. You know what it's like to say no? It's like building a body part on your physique that doesn't want to grow. Like your calves. I hate training calves. And if you looked at my calves, you would know. I have no calves. John Bowles is here, my good friend. He's getting me all suited up. He's doing all the M5 apparel clothing. And, it's hard to find shorts for me because, I've got these big quads and tiny calves. And you can tell that I don't train calves. And when I can tell when I meet somebody who doesn't say no. They're all over the map. Here's some advice from two of my great mentors. Amateurs get distracted by idea after idea after idea. You guys aren't amateurs. You guys are professionals, and professionals focus and execute with singularity of vision. Who knows what focus means? What's the definition of focus? Follow one course until successful. Focus. It's the name of the game. The most powerful question you can ask yourself literally every single minute of the day is, what must I stop doing? What must I stop doing? What must I stop doing? If you ask yourself that question every minute of the day, you will start getting aligned with the things that will actually move your business forward. So my 10th mistake, no word of a lie, it was as simple as this, was I disconnected from a mastermind. So I'm a product of masterminds. My first mastermind, I worked with Craig Ballantyne, and he helped me go from 100K to 350K. And then I went, even continuing working with him, 350 to 750. Then I hired a guy named Bedros Keuilian, and he was an 18K mastermind. And I went from 350 to over $1 million, and that was all within about 4 or 5 years before the age of 30. And then after that mastermind, I said, I'm good. I've got enough information, and I disconnected. I didn't continue on. I disconnected. I became that lone wolf. And that's when all these things, the majority of these things started happening. When I was flying by myself. I wasn't even flying, I was running. I disconnected. I lost having people give me input and quality control. It's like, hey, I'm plateaued at $1 million, that's great. But there's no such thing as maintenance in this world. You're either growing or you're dying. So what I didn't know, I was actually dying. My business was slowly dying, and that's the most painful death. I think the root of it was just flying solo and thinking that, hey, I can do this on my own. I forgot the definition of team. You guys know what the definition of team is? Together, each achieves more, right? A good coach is going to do a couple things for you. And I know Yuri will do this. If you're working with him, there's 5 things a good coach is going to do for you. He's going to, 1, get you to become a better leader. All right? This whole thing here is a brain game. If you're not becoming a better leader, you're not going to grow your business. That's what this is all about. You guys should always be investing into leadership events. Anything that makes you become a better leader, number 1. Number 2, a great coach is going to help you establish clarity of vision. What's your vision? What's the vision? Third thing, they're going to help you establish clarity of path. All right, so this is where we're going. We're going to 2,500 franchise locations. Okay, so what's the path to get there? They're going to help you build a dream team. They're going to help get you out of the things you shouldn't be doing and teach you how to make those transitions, create those systems, get that structure so that you can work on the business and not in the business. And then the final thing a good coach is going to do for you is they're going to get you to think bigger. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for your time. If there's anything I can do, feel free to approach me. I don't know if we have time for questions here, but it was a pleasure being up here. Thank you, Yuri, for the opportunity to have the stage and share these painful lessons. And I appreciate each one of you guys. Thank you. All of us. Thanks, man. How are you?
Dude, you fucking killed it.
Oh, thank you, man.
You were good, but jeez. Like, I was, like, sold.
Oh, good, man.
Good job.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, really great.
Appreciate that, man.
I like the energy.
Thank you. I guess the truth of the matter is that I've been a fitness brand since 2005, right? My whole life has been helping skinny guys build muscle, skinny guys who've suffered with the curse of not being able to express who they are inside because the outside just doesn't represent that. But I'm 37 now, right? I got 2 kids, and muscle's a part of my life. If you watch my Snapchat, man, we love eating out. I love business. I love expanding my mind. I love the mission that I've been gifted to achieve here, which is to equip men, not just with muscle, but to use the muscle for something greater. So I'll be honest, like, I've been scared to shift from just fitness to talking about all these M's because my bread and butter has been fitness, but that's not who I am. I'm doing what I've been called to do. I feel like the Lord has literally ordered my steps in this direction, and I'm just taking them and trusting Him because this is who I am. And I haven't fully shared this aspect, so I haven't been showing up differently in this, very loudy landscape. So I just feel that I'm the guy to help men use the muscle to achieve other areas of their life. And we're going to go deep just as we've done on muscle, but with mindset, with money, with mission, with marriage, because men need just as much help in those areas as they do building their body.